Hi everybody, I'm just going to do a quick review of the Hot Toys Loki figure. I've had this for a few weeks now. Typical me, been sitting in a box waiting to do a review and sort of trying to find the time to get around to do it. I thought I'd better do it now because I've got Phil Coulson turning up on Thursday and I've got another 2 or 3 videos I want to get uploaded, and I thought I'd get this out of the way. Anyway, as you can see, we're all used to these now. There's just the usual typical Avengers sort of box. You've got obviously the picture of Loki there. You've got Loki written on the top. So your nice little green Avengers bit is embossed on the top there. Spin it round slightly, you can just see where like the shoulder part goes over around to the side of the box. And you've got the usual little motif on the side indicating which character is. In this case it's a kind of a helmet looking thing there with the horns on the top. Back, usual warnings, again like I said before, don't eat your hot toys, choking hazard, and then on this side you've kind of got that sort of effect where it's the rest of his helmet here, the horn on his helmet, and the scepter coming around the side of the box there. Yeah, I did say scepter. It's not a spear, it's called a scepter, not septum. I think a septum is that thing you use if you sniff too much of Tony Montana's product. So right, I'll crack on and show you what's inside the box. Okay, right. We are usual sort of clamshell. Different hands in there. Get the helmet with the horns on the top. Just pop this off so that's easier to say. I've got to say I do feel quite uncomfortable saying the word helmet quite a bit in this video, but I'm sorry, I can't avoid it. There you go. So it comes in there like that. You've got the handcuffs there. Just there you've got the mouthpiece, 2 of the throwing knives down there, some more hands underneath. You've got the figure in there. Just pop that out of the way and show you what's underneath. And underneath you've got your destructions. You've got the regular Avengers Loki stand. Got your little crotch grabber there, and I'll show you that. One large scepter there, and the other large scepter. And underneath that, you have the cape, or cloak, or whatever you want to call it. Can't quite see that it fixes through here. Then it just looks like it. So it just hooks in the top up here. Right, okay, I'll get the figure out and put him in a pose and see what we think. Okay, so just very quickly before I move on and just show you the figure quickly, I just wanted to show you this helmet. As you can see, there's a little tang there and a little tang at the back, and obviously the same on the opposite side there. If I can get closer than that, if you actually look inside the helmet about sort of there, you can see there's another tiny little joint, and I've practiced a little bit with this helmet for the past few minutes thinking, because I know there's been a few problems with people taking it on and off, and I can get it on and off okay, but it's not something I would want to do a lot, because these little pieces, say here, mainly here and around here, are very, very delicate. I mean, at the end I am going to pose him with the helmet on, but it's not something I'd want to keep pulling on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. I mean, it is very detailed. Like I say, I'm just going to show you this briefly because it was a little bit of a concern of mine. You have got some padding just in there, not sure this camera's picking it up. There you go. So it stops it rubbing against the head. But yeah, slight concern, like I say, a little bit of a weakness, I think. So right, okay, I'll move on and just show you the figure. Okay, there he is, really. Just got him sort of holding the sceptre in his right hand and his helmet in his left hand. So start at the bottom. If I zoom in, then hopefully we'll get a better picture of this. Like I said, stand is just a normal stand. The boots look really nice. They're a sort of brown leathery boot with like scuffs on the toes, and you've got the metal stud work going up the shin. This light isn't really picking it up very well, but the braid down here is all like tiny little beads together. It's very, very gold. This, as I'm looking at on the camera, looks white. Moving up to the trousers, they're sort of like a dark brown leather, and it goes to a lighter brown when you go into the calves, a little inside the inner thighs. You can see just a bit of the gold braiding from the back there. In fact, let me try something. I don't like that light at all, or that colour rendering's going. Yeah, that looks a bit better. It's a much lighter green, we're seeing here, but I think you can pick out the gold and a bit more of the detail. I'm sorry if you get a little bit of a sort of feedback from the back because I've just put the cabinet lights on. When you go up to like the tunic, again that's the same sort of brown leather as the trousers. You've got the crisscross going here and here. That's sort of plaited underneath. And got the helmet in his hand like that. Just holding the large sceptre. The cape kind of goes in quite a bit like the DX12 cape, which just sort of pops in underneath, like the shoulder guards, if you like, on the tunic. Gold strap there going down the middle, like a sort of belt thing. From what I can gather from the instructions, or destructions I like to call them, the costume doesn't come off at all. If I just zoom in now on the head, you'll get a better look at the facial features of it. It's a kind of a smirk. You've got a smirk on his face. It is a very good head sculpt. But I think it is a really good sort of, like I say, like a kid that's got away with something smirk on his face. It's a little bit like, guess what I'm going to do next sort of thing. And down the body arm a bit. Again, more of that, those like pearls on a string work around the hand there. A bit more of the helmet. What I'll do, I'll turn it round. I am conscious, I am saying helmet a lot in this video, I do apologise for that. I'm just spinning around and you can see a bit more of the cape. And behind, and the hair on there, again I'll zoom in on that. The hair is very much like Thor's. You've got the little different sort of layers up here and here. Again, you can see the brown leather work through the back there. Again, on the elbow pads, around there like that. I'll say, the cape was okay to get in. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I looked at it and I was like, oh god, this is going to be a right pig, but it wasn't too bad. Nearest from behind. Okay, I'll try another pose and see what you think of that. Okay, this one I've just got him sort of standing there with the helmet on, the larger of the two sceptres in his hand. nothing dramatic, just a normal-ish sort of pose, just sort of standing there, cape swept back a little bit, and hoping you pick out the details of the suit a lot more with this one. Just open palm like he's thinking of doing something. And the head tilted forward. You see like the top half in there. Just moving on the face. There he is with the helmet and the horns on. Again, like I say, it wasn't too bad putting it on, but I wouldn't want to keep taking it on and off. It's reasonably delicate. So you can really get the facial lightness there when he's sort of chin down and sort of looking up slightly. Glad to turn those lights on there, it seems to be picking out the colours a hell of a lot better. Okay, just zoom out, give you another last little look, and I'll try another pose with it. Okay, this one I've sort of gone for a bit of a spinning round, so it's sort of half twisted. He's got the two knives in his hand, so he's just sort of about to throw them and then follow up with the sceptre. Cape all flowing around his leg. It is a very easy figure to pose, this actually. You can do quite a bit. I was quite surprised when you looked at the costume. I'll just give it a little spin round so you can see it, but that's there, like that. See, cake turntable, £2.68 from eBay. Can't knock it. And this sort of profile view on. I didn't mention this earlier, but I've just noticed it, that if you can just see there on the elbow, that's all like a red, sort of like ruby colour. The detail in the armour is fantastic. Just sort of spinning round so you get the full view. Should get a motorised one, I think. Should have paid more money. There we are. Back to where we were. Okay, I'll try one more. Okay, this one I've just gone for him like he's just kind of jumped and just landed. He's really about to swing that sceptre at someone. And hopefully try and take the head off. Oh, zoomed in a bit fast there, sorry. I really can't tell you, I'm so surprised how easy this is to pose. I thought it'd be a lot harder than this to move him, and you know, I had visions of sort of 89 Batman and stuff like that where you can hardly move it and things like that, but this is really good. I just wish I had my Hulk now and could throw the puny god around a little bit. Again, side view of that, and I'll just zoom out again so you get a full view of it. I'm really impressed with this figure. Actually, it's much easier to pose than Thor. I had sort of, like I say, visions of Thor with the elbows and lifting the arms up high, but no, they're really good. I'll do one very quick one more, and I think I'll end this video because it could be dragging on for a while. I could do these all night. Okay, this final one, I've just gone for the mouth guard on. I'll give you a better chance to look at the handcuffs and the mouth guard. Just there, like that. Defeated Tesseract at his feet. Looking down it in a Jimbo-ing style, look at what you could have won sort of thing. I did want to put Thor in with this and maybe handcuff him to Thor or have Thor next to him, but I wanted Thor holding the Tesseract, and unfortunately the box is in the cupboard and I can't really get that out this time of night. Okay, well, I'll leave you with that, and just want to say thanks very much for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers that I've got since my Bat Armory video. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you keep coming back. Thanks very much for watching.